Hey, it's the Men Man. I'm back. Been a while, been 3 or 4 weeks, I think, but we've not really had much time as things have come up and gone, and another 3 or 4 weeks passed. But anyway, I'm back today. Show you a few little bits of Beatles memorabilia, just to keep you in the loop, keep the interest going. What I'm going to show you first is the Beatles tray, which was done in about 1964 by the called Worcesterware. So they are the first pressing, the first print pressings of these. What they did, they made quite a few, and underneath there it says "Made in Great Britain." So that tells you it's the first. The second makers were the Metal Box in Mansfield, and they made it, under there it says "Made in England." So if you looking for a first pressing or whatever you call them, it's made in Great Britain. The later ones, slightly thinner tin, and they were, I think they're probably early 70s, but the Beatles just continued. So, yeah, so that's the other one. That's the best one. Let's say 40 quid if it's in this condition, 60 if it's nice. The other ones probably half, because they're obviously the later ones. So that's something to remember. If you're looking for one, look for the Made in Great Britain, because that is one to have. And right, next, Beatles Selco guitar, 1964. I have got a box upstairs, which I'll probably show in another show. This is the Big Six. This was probably the third or fourth value wise. This has got obviously 3 pegs missing, no strings, which I've got, so I'll make that one up. This was 64. They did this after the New Beat. The New Beat was exactly the same, but it's a New Beat guitar, and it was just four strings, 4 pegs, 4 strings. So that was the first, the one before this. The original first Beatles guitar was a New Sound, which is a cream coloured one. That was probably 10 shilling, that sort of money. This would have been probably 17 or 16 old money, a pound, a little bit more. And then there was the Junior, which is a small one, and about that big, and that's got a paper label, and that is used to be hard to find. You see a few, but that is that was 10 shilling, and that is 200, 300 pound now. Then they did a Red Jet Electric, which was an electric guitar with an amp, like a Granada amp. That was plugged in to the amp. I mean, you don't see the amps very often. Occasionally you see the guitars, but the value, I mean, think they, when they came out, they were £5, £6, maybe more. Guineas, they believe they were guineas. And the amp as well would have been 2 or 3 guineas, so lots of money in the day. But they have been up to like £1,000 at the peak. Now they're back down to probably £500, £400. But you just don't see many of them, and usually they've got all bits missing, and so that's a bit of an history of that. The Big Beat, America made them. They all different sort of variation. Maestro made them all in America, sort of similar sort of sizes. They maybe fetch a little bit more because they're rarer in this country. Probably don't make as much in America. But yeah, so that is the Big Six guitar, the 6 string. So nice to have. They have dropped slightly in value in the last probably 5 years, but it's slightly coming back up. It's a strange market. You just have to keep your eye on things, So, but yeah. What else we got? Oh, we've got a nice Sergeant Pepper here. Signed by Peter Blake. Very small signature, Peter is. Always sound like that. So sometimes you can miss it. This is on a later Sergeant Pepper, hence the barcode. That is, Peter, 1997. So that, but he has always sound like that. And obviously, I think his autograph will go up and up and up. Obviously, he's not young anymore, like us all. But that will be one one to keep. You know, maybe in the future, I don't think it'll ever catch up to the Beatles' value, but it's a nice piece to own. So always look out, it's always signed like small, Peter Blake, and a great artist. And obviously he did all the artwork for the Sgt. Pepper album. So that's a great piece, that. Yeah, love that. We'll just finish off with a few bits of vinyl. These are EPs, All My Loving, quite nice. 4 tracks on that, obviously it's All My Loving. Money, which was on a lot of this stuff was off the, you can see the cover, off the With the Beatles LP. So all tracks off the With the Beatles LP are on that. This was the first one, number 1, which was obviously off the first album, Please Please Me. So the 4 tracks, there are always 4 tracks on, mainly on these. Long Tall Sally a little bit later. Quite a nice one. They did 11, 12 EPs. That's Long Tall Sally. Got your track list in there. Now this is quite hard to get. Beatles for Sale number 2. A little bit harder to get than the norm. Sort of going into that stage then where EPs weren't selling so much, because in the early days everyone loved EPs. Everybody loved them. And this one, Twist and Shout, believe it or not, I had that one. My dad bought me that in '63. And that's what got me into the Beatles. And I remember it now, I've got a little portrait, I think it was Dan Set record player. Loved it, absolutely loved it. And then I've been Beatles mad ever since. And I had every single. But that was the first one I had, Twist and Shout. There again, stuff off the With the Beatles album. Yeah. In fact, no, I'll be honest with you, I think it's off the Please Please Me album, them 4 tracks, yeah. So that special memories me, that, my dad bought me that, bless him. Another Long Tall Sally. Beatles Magic Mystery Tour, like a double pack this one. Little book in it. So you've got a book, singles are in there, if you can see. And then the book is, got all the pages in the book, which is from the film. Yeah, you've probably seen the film. Weird film, but you know, it was in them days. So that's from the film. The Beatles hits. That's a bit of compilation of hits. That's another EP. It's another number 1. And I think these are other bits and bobs. But yeah, so that's mainly the EPs. They did the rarest one. There's one, Nowhere Man. That is a hard one to get. And there's Yesterday. Yesterday's a good one. They are probably the hardest in the bunch to get, the original ones. So if you're looking for EPs, they are you're probably your rarest Beatles. So that's them. And I think that's it for today. Hope you've enjoyed it. We're going to be back. I keep promising you this, don't I? We're going to be back very soon. And hopefully with some more great items. We've still got loads to go out. So keep logging in there. Do subscribe, please. And I've got a little message from my grandkids. Have a great one. See you soon. Goodbye. And the legend that is, what was his name? E.T. What about that? That is my pride and joy. Absolutely love it. Not. His finger's supposed to light up, but it's not working. So, so that's him. I'll save that for grandkids.